YouTube is a pain in the ass. I swear to God. But like, why is their system so unintuitive? I don't get it. Understand.
Battle ended.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago, so I am not locked in. I am locked out at the moment. Also, it is hella cold. There is a giant storm passing through here, so if my internet dies, what can you do, you know? What can you do? Nothing. That's what you can do. Literally nothing. My seconds there? There we go. The enemy team looking kinda OP.
Please choose your starting location.
Honestly, if I could double jacketing, only do this, but I'm on this server while I play. Doing shorts was a mistake. God, why does this feel so wrong? What have you done to me, buddy? It's just old.
Please choose your starting location.
That's too twisty. Early. One of those days, isn't it? I got Cortex, Rover. Kingu, thank you very much for the sub, man. Much appreciated. Hope you are having a good day. Cortex. Yeah, it's fine. It's not like it's bad. It's, I don't know. I'm back to being a ARM player at heart. My Cortex phase is over. I mean, Core is good at being Core, you know. That's not the worst faction. Cortex has like... Who are these people talking to? Okay, that's funny. But that made me laugh.
You've received new units.
See. Yeah, not sure I'm happy to see them discussing how to make the game lag. But whatever. I would. Generally, you don't want to just throw away your ticks. Some would say it's suboptimal. Not sure who they would be, but might be me. It would be me. Definitely would be me. Gonna work, buddy. Now what do you think you're going to try to do? But I already have more than you. Now you gotta be afraid, because now things get more complicated. Me down, put my feet up on the ground. How to make it happen. That's a lot of shit. I got locked in by nothing. A whole bunch of nothing. Nothing showed up and I couldn't do anything. Aw, me grave robber. I'm going to try for a sniper.
Low power.
That's not how this works, buddy. Put me up, put me down, put my fingers around. Gonna make me happy. Ooh, that's not good for you, buddy. Wow, that's actually unlucky for me.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Put me up, put me down. Ooh, 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 give it to me, give it to me. Let me pound him. Oh, that's a pounding. He got pounded, sir. Gonna make me happy. Push me
An
up,
allied
put
commander
me
has
down,
died.
Put my feet back in the ground. I probably shouldn't even do this, but fuck it, don't care. But it does appear that Spoda is Spodering. Hey buddy, that's not where you should send your pawns. I'm a pounder, sir. I'm a pounder.
T2 unit detected.
You're being pounded, buddy.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Make me happy. Push me up, put me down, put my ground. Oh. I mean, I guess.
An allied commander has died. Enemy commander destroyed.
I kind of just walked straight into them. I didn't die, so that's a good start, I guess. It looks like my team is just dead there. Smooch. I just this one off. Not even fair. Might as well. Like that. Put me up, put me down, put my feet back on the ground. Oh, fuck. No. Oops. Put me up, put me down. Yeah, fuck.
Low power.
I want Jags. Where's my Jags? I don't think a sub. I mean, maybe it's fine. I guess.
An allied commander has died.
Put me up, put me down, put my feet back on the ground. My heart and make it happen. Put me up, put me down. Feet back on the ground. I just not
Enemy
have to look
commander
back constantly.
destroyed. Enemy commander destroyed. Aircraft spotted.
Okay. And liver.
An allied commander has died.
And put my feet back on the ground. Make me happy. Push me up, put me down, put my feet back on the ground.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Okay. We have the AA. We are starting to become ready. I need to get a fusion now. Push me up, push me down, keep on solid. Make it happy. Hey, stop OP giving in. Ow, I fell on that. Not good. Yes, yes, let me AO you into pieces.
Enemy commander destroyed.
We don't know where the last gun is though, do we? I wish I had arm. Arm would make my life so much easier.
An allied commander has died.
Ones are just so forgiving units these days. I need like 5 more con turrets here. At least. Probably 6 or 7 more. Problem is, our top side is completely caved in. Not good.
T3 unit is ready.
Probably not wrong. I do pretty much agree with Pucci. I'm just not sure I have a better line of play. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. They just have more shit than us at the moment. This is very, very unfortunate for me.
Radar lost. T3 unit detected.
Back on the ground. Make me happy.
You've received new units.
through the defensive line.
Warning, mines were detected.
I want to push forward, but I don't have enough information on what's in front of me. My army trades extremely well at the moment. That's not good, that's really bad. That's me, they're going for me, I just see it, I see it, it's not them. Oh, that's... Okay, you're not going for me. Not my problem, buddy.
Radar lost.
Did we do it, boys? What the fuck is my commander do? Hello, artifact? Why?
Enemy commander destroyed.
What is this glitch? Get off my screen! Screen, I am screaming, but it's... I can't zoom in on my commander, it's fine. I'm stuck on a bull wreck. Oh my god, what are you units doing to me? Put me up, put me down, put my feet. I'll zoom in on that, that's fine. Zooming in is for noobs anyway. Put me up, put me down, put my feet on solid ground.
Enemy commander destroyed. Enemy commander destroyed. Battle ended.
Everything! Literally everything! Fuck yeah! Woo! Been a while since I've got the perfect cow. Traitor. Ugh. That's why, like, if people resign, if Kuchi resigned there, we lose. Because I don't have the APM to deal with all the leaks and all the random shit, but I can do what I'm doing very well. But if more people resign on our team, we probably do lose that game. So good job, team. I'm very proud of you. An OP team. Look, things happened that game, I don't know. I don't get what happened, but I'll take my win. I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy. How you doing, Austin? I thought I saw you in the lobby, but then you were not in the lobby. It looked like our top side collapsed completely, but they held the line. And I think I do actually agree with Kuchi that the Tech 3 player was too slow, but they had so much shit. Like, no T2 play that I could do was going to break their T1 stranglehold. They had more people, so air doesn't work if they're smart. So I think in the end, the Cog Shiva demon spam was actually solid. Yeah, no, the Pounders, I was like, oh, my Pounders are dead, and he just doesn't have the E to D gun because my incisors had killed all his wind. That was funny. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm happy to hear that. That makes me happy. I'm happy that something went horribly wrong somewhere for the enemy team, because I did not think we were winning that game. I had kind of resigned myself to losing, but I wanted to build Fiends. I enjoy Cortec 3. Cortec 3 is the most fun. Like, Shivas and Cogs are just so good and so cool, but I don't quite feel the same way about Razorbacks or Vanguards. Vanguards look like shit. I still don't like the 6 legs on a Vanguard. Yeah, you were asking too much of him. You should have told him to make bombers or gunships. That was the real strategy. Or he needed to do that. I don't know if you should have told him to do that, but because you weren't playing, but you know. Yeah, I don't, the 6 legs, the thing is, I agreed with what someone said, it makes it look like a Cortex unit. Like, with 4 legs, the Vanguard did not look like a Cortex unit, but now with 6 legs, like 2 legs away from a Cog. Actually, how many legs does a Cog have? I don't even know. Yeah, I did spam a lot of Tigers that game. I'm like pretty convinced Tigers are really good. It's just, I'm pretty convinced that Jags would have been better. I say that, honestly, I don't know if Jags could have done what my Tigers did that game. I don't know. I actually don't know. Because like, Banshees tickle them, Banshees just don't do damage to Tigers. Isn't the Cog supposed to be a spider? I've built so many Cogs in my time, and I've just not counted how many legs they have. Yeah, I think that was the problem, is that there were so many, like, Izzy had so many pawns. So many pawns. Like, when I broke the flank, they had pawns and my Tigers just murdered them because I ran past them. But when I was attacking Choice's base, I was having to run into pawns, and they were just infinite fucking pawns. It's to do with how much money I'm going to have, as well as wind. So if I'm going to be poor, and there's not a lot of metal on the map, I probably am not going to make a nano. Sometimes I will. It's also a lot to do with like how lazy I am. But effectively, you need to ask yourself, would you rather build 2 cons or 1 nano? Because that's about the equivalent trade-off that you're doing there. So on like flats, I'm going to in that position get like 4 to 10, about 14 mexes. I think a nano turret's very useful because I want my cons expanding and building wind. But if I'm on, for example, say the SDR, where you have metal, you have like 4 mexes total, then I don't build a nano, I just build cons. That's so my current theory on glitters that I'm playing off is that I want my commander to reach the choke point quickly and before the enemy commander, so that I can establish LLTs, which means I'm skipping all of the mexes on the way there. So I need to quickly take all of those mexes. So I'm building 4 cons to take all the mexes forward. And once they arrive, they build an HLT and a nano to repair the HLT. So that's just purely me trying to take as much space as possible with a lot of forward BP to switch to a forward lab, while still being able to defend anything that's coming out of the canyon. But yeah, so I go up to 6 cons. I have 2 cons assisting my lab, and honestly, there is a strong argument that like I could go down to 4 cons and just leave a nano in my base, but I use the 2 cons to make a nano to build the wins. But I am very much in like development of that concept that I'm doing on glitters. I don't play glitters enough, and I've not like had anyone seriously test my opening. But it seems very safe and secure, and like I've not directly had anyone even break my front line with it. So it seems to work okay. But you definitely don't need 6 cons. You'd probably want less, but I'm too lazy to figure it out. I'm not a maths guy, I just do what feels good. Okay, so let's play the bet
Battle
up.
started.
Which team is going to win this game? Slash prediction. The thing is, it expands slower, but because I have multiple cons building, it expands more quickly. But again, it's kind of an unnecessary amount of cons. Like, you'd really prefer to only make 4 cons, unless, to be fair, I do think there's a world in which you use the 6 con opener, and almost all your cons go on to making wind. If you can get away with that, then you've got like an insane start. And because glitters has the wind meta that you can also do, which I've not quite bought into, but I've seen a number of players do. You can use all those cons to just start making wind if you're secure. Yeah, so I mean, even though there's a lot of cons, I think you're probably down a little bit in metal versus standard expand, but you're ahead in tempo pretty heavily, and you can very quickly go to a forward lab, which I haven't quite transitioned to yet. I should honestly try that. I should do more forward lab, but I personally think I can go T2 extremely safely in that position, to the point where like the Tekka gives me T2 and I feel like it's slow, even when I don't pay for it. But I'm not a glitters main. I'm just testing out my own map theory. There is almost guaranteed, no, there is guaranteed to be a better build to do it. The same issue I have with like deciding on solars versus wind in the build. Because if wind goes to 0, your build dies in its spot, but you don't really have enough metal to build only solars either. I struggle with what Keller's doing here is a build. I struggle with this position because you have so little metal and you run out so quickly. It's definitely close. But I will say my build doesn't exactly M-stall until late on in the build. Ooh, I don't like this LLT. I think this LLT is unnecessary to me. This is too passive, you know, for the lack of income on this lane. Because I think Conker has the best build on this position, if Conker plays seriously. Where he, like, moves this this lab forward and builds the lab, yeah, and either plays very aggro or goes T2. Both are good. So this is just a little bit too insecure in my honest opinion. So Austin, you're cancelling your mexes, buddy. You're also stalling your E, buddy. This isn't... not my macro player. No. This is Canyon. This spot here is Canyon. This spot is a clusterfuck. This is one of the most... so many things can go wrong in this lane. It's hilarious. I love playing this lane. Best interview ever. Okay, I'm honestly going to say I don't actually know what that is. But I hope that's a good thing. I seem to have finally escaped the Dyrus allegation. Which works for me. I'm happy to not be compared to Dyrus with my voice. Not that I dislike Dyrus, just... yeah. Yeah, I'll watch this after this game, probably. Hang on, people are messaging me. Sorry, people have messaged me on... do I need to answer them? Ooh, wow, Izzy nearly died. Holy shit. How did Izzy get messed up so badly here? Wait, this guy hasn't taken these mexes. This man has to kill this right now or he's losing this lane horribly. Wait, he's not taking... what? Oh, don't chase the calm! No! Unless you get it. Oh no, don't not commit for the calm. Oh my god, Sazpax, you could have killed Izzy right here. Just run for these mexes, he only has rocket bots. Yeah, so this is like going for the commander there is the gamble. If you kill the commander, it's good. But honestly, I don't even think it's that good because it's behind this guy's, the A-Fussie's defensive line. But if he just ran here... was the LLT up already? I'm not sure if the LLT was built yet. If the LLT was built, it was wrong. If the LLT wasn't up, then... yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly put this onto... he's playing an interesting lane. It's probably... then I need to go... Someday was. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the game again. So this is a pretty standard thing that totally lag. This is a pretty standard thing that happens here, is if you build rocket bots and the other person builds thugs, they just sit on this cliff and you can't fight them unless you go yeah, which still favors the thugs. And you just get absolutely smashed by the rolling thug ball. And Keller's holding good enough here, but he's not dying to the 2v1. So, is this Domino? I feel like this is Domino with what people are saying. So now Domino's kind of just going to get rolled over without things happening, and this gives Choice a free T2 transition. Okay, I haven't met Simon yet, I think, but I just got the new character. Or we just... Gustav just died, which I'm not sure... A part of me is like, that death looked really, really deadly. But I don't believe that they're going to kill off what was the emotional core character of the game. I just don't believe it yet, but my god, is it good. Also, sorry for spoilers, I'm sorry. But this game is so good. Oh shit, I'm sorry, again, I just saw the stay away from Simon. My god, my bad. Okay, nobody's dead. Look, I don't even think anyone's died yet. And that's including the Gamage deaths. I will say, though, I still don't understand, like, I'm still confused in the story. Ooh, this could be pretty good, actually. Like, the story still confuses me. Okay, Choice is fucking up here. Choice should just be going this way. Okay, so for me, the big thing that makes it stand out, and I think is very important in any RPG, is the dialogue is very, very believable, in my opinion. Woo. Nice bed bug. So, the last RPG I played before Claire was Dragon Age Veilguard, and during the tutorial, I was cringing. I was actually cringing at how shit the characters' dialogue was to each other. Like, it didn't sound real. Like, you couldn't believe that people would say this to each other. So far in Claire, I'm mostly like, you know, I can see how these people are talking, and the voice acting is good. Then I also enjoy the combat. And the characters feel good. Like, yeah. To me, I think in an RPG, the most important things are characters and dialogue. Because you need to immerse yourself in the game. I couldn't believe that any of my characters were real in Veilguard. I would say because of the voice acting and, like, I'm pretty sure they used animation capture, that in many ways the dialogue is better than Baldur's Gate, but I wouldn't compare the two of them because Baldur's Gate is a much more expansive open world, reactions, actions, many different things you can do, lines of thought and play. Which isn't the same for Claire or Expedition 33. Expedition 33 is you are playing a story. So they can make the characters... They don't have to worry about the player messing up the character's interaction. The Choice kind of fed his push. Like, somehow he didn't... Somehow, I don't know how Choice didn't kill this commander. The fact that I think this is Domino's Commander didn't die is fucking criminal, in my opinion. Okay, very smart. Registered. But yeah, I'd say if you like RPGs, give it a try. But do be aware that the combat is not like most RPGs. If you've ever played Persona, the combat is very Persona-esque with quick time events. That's the big thing, is quick time events are in the game. If you want to play it on easier difficulty, or without quick time events, you're going to have to play it on an easier difficulty. So just do be aware of that. I struggle with quick time events, but I'm enjoying it. In many ways, it feels Dark Souls-esque to me as well. In that you need to learn attack patterns, you need to learn how units fight and hit each other, and you need to listen to audio cues, you need to watch visual cues, and you need the reaction. And yeah, the music is very nice. It's not like overly loud, it's not overly strong, but it's good. I'd say the music is probably better than like what's it called? Probably I'd say the music is no, that's not a fair comparison. I don't know, it's very good. I've enjoyed it. The music is fitting. Some of the music gives me Elden Ring vibes, which is good. A good thing. But it's a fun game. I like it. I'm a big fan of it. I actually have Rogue Trade on my wish list, but I personally haven't played it yet. I'm like super into 40k, but I don't know what it is about 40k games. I just struggle to get into them. I bought, is it Demon Hunter? The one where you play as the Grey Knights, and I love Grey Knights, but I don't know, the combat always somehow loses me. And I haven't even played Space Marine 2 yet, so that's like the bigger issue. That's the one I do need to play. But I have heard good things about Rogue Trader. Yeah, I'd say the big thing with Expedition 33 is that there is no part of the game that makes me go... Actually, no. Even the interface, now that I've like understood it and played around with it, makes sense to me. So yeah, honestly, there's like just no real complaints. There's like no issue I have with the game. Nothing that makes me hate it that I couldn't change, you know? Gladius is another one that I think is on my wish list, but I've not bought it or played it. Yeah, no, so what happened is there was a Glitters lobby, a very high-level Glitters lobby that the Rotato players all went to play in. And then there was Team Glitters versus Team Rotato on the Glitters lobby. And Team Rotato beat Team Glitters in the Glitters lobby. And then it became a Rosetta lobby, and now they're playing Rotato. So, yeah, I don't really know how it all happened, but that is what happened. No, it was a good plan. You did the right thing, Shadow. You did the right thing. We've actually had some decent Rotato games, and we're expanding the world of many a Glitters player. Though there were some very pissed off Glitters players as well. What was his name? VIP... VC? A VC? Something like that? Was not very happy about the state of affairs. Oh, yes, that is the biggest issue, is that there isn't a map in zones. That is the biggest thing I struggle with, is that there's no zone map. You have a world map, but you don't have a zone map in Claire. Which kind of makes sense. They're exploring a place that they don't know and don't understand. I like... Ooh, nice little tumbleweed that's there. But... that does take a little bit of getting used to, and you need to like try to remember where everything is. Very much. Nah, it was a fair and just reward for the Glitters players winning that, or the Rotato players winning that game. Because that was literally actually Team Rotato versus Team Glitters. Was actually the most split I've ever seen it. Okay, pretty fast response here from X Factor. Hello, Shadow Pup. Hello, Shadow Pup. Sorry, my dog just came in. I have to say hello to my dog. And my cat came. Hello. Hello. Hello, puppy. Cat pup. Cat pup. What are you doing here, cat? I don't know if you can... Hey, Pupple. Hey, Cattle. Watch up. Watch up. Watch up. Cat and dog tax paid. The cat dog. The cat is allowed to come say hello as well. Cat climbing up the... I don't know. Yeah, my dog actually, if I even take my cell phone out near my dog, he doesn't, like, if I ever point my cell phone at the dog, she hides. My cat is trying to get to the window. I'm gonna get locked behind it. And the dog is going to greet you every time you try. There you go. Oh, no, my dog hit again. But there's my cat. My cat is... The dog is currently hiding behind me. That's my snake. One of my snakes. Fight dog. No. My dog... I used to fight my old dog. Bother me if you get stuck there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. Ow. Oh, this is what Meow Cat Meow was talking about. Yeah, it does look like Red Team is just going to win. But is there any... Ooh, there is. Honestly, this is actually an impressive hold. Rats. Rats are the common enemy. Bears. Oh no. I mean, honestly, this game is kind of close, other than, like, positionally. Like, positionally, Red Team is really winning. Price fell off, true. Cat, what are you doing? Cat? What? Okay, stop. Now you can. Walk away because... Out she goes. Here we have a number of bombers parked here. Yeah, honestly, my game sound is too loud again. That's annoying, but honestly not the worst. Yeah, it's just annoying for choice to rebuild, but nothing crazy. Yeah, okay, mid just full collapsed. I would say red team just wins off this. Kabloomy! That is a number of tremors. I still haven't figured out if I think tremors are like bad or okay or possible. Where exactly tremors rate as a unit at the moment? They've gone through phases of being like borderline OP to completely not clickable to I don't know what they are anymore. Yeah, they have very situational good usage. The enemy builds more than 4 snipers. You want a tremor. If the enemy has like 20 snipers, tremors are good. The enemy has mass starlight that isn't actively pushing you. Oh, that is this. This? Okay. Not a bad one. Slightly better. Now, Von Comets took more damage there. But the anti-nuke did survive. And honestly, only lost the Agio. Nah, it's not game-ending, but he's push ends there. Honestly, I do think there's a good argument that this nuke should have just gone here. Like, this is actually where that nuke should have gone. Supreme Straight. I think it's a very good map for people to learn how to play the game on, but too many people never graduate off Supreme Straight. It's still probably like my 3rd most played map, and I haven't played it in over a year. I don't like the like super solved meta on it and like pure communism play on it. I enjoyed, like, Supreme Straight is a great map when there's just 8 people playing the map, but it's not a fun map when it's, like, solved. No, I actually don't agree. It's the only map that you can learn every single role in the game. You can learn how to frontline, you can learn air, you can learn sea, you can learn tech, and you can learn utility. They're all in Supreme Straight. If you're new, you just play frontline until you stop dying. Once you've learned how to frontline, you move on to one of the coasts. You get to learn how to play sea or utility. And once you're bored of that, you go play tech and air. Well, okay, if you don't play air, don't play air. Air is not worth playing. But I actually think it's a good map for learning the game, but not a good map for, like... That's why I like seeing someone sit playing their 100,000th game of... Ooh, that's cheeky. Of Supreme is just questionable to me. Yeah, but the fundamental concept of front is the same, no? Like, sure, it's a choke point front, but in many ways that actually equips you for team games. Because many 8v8s revolve around playing this much of the map. This is what you're actually playing until you're above like 30 OS. At which point you start caring about this much of the map. So in many ways, Supreme actually prepares you for how frontline works on most of the team maps. Does it prepare you for like 1v1 fighting? No, but that's why I would say if you're actually learning, you also want to play 1v1. FFA is good, but I honestly think FFA has too many variables for a player to become good from FFA. Like, if you're a player that's focused on learning and like improving every single game and you watch all your replays, then FFA would be good. But if you're just playing, I think you'll just get overwhelmed in FFA. Like, there's too much you need to do. To be fair, 1v1 teaches you thug bot wiggle and like dodging shit with all your units. You don't really spam rocket bots, but boy oh boy, I tell you, go play against Rotato in a team game and tell me that's not the most stressful experience you've ever played, dodging rocket bots. Nothing is quite as stressful as laning against Rotato in a team game, knowing that you're going to have to like just be microing constant. Oh god, it's the worst. Okay, this team is now fully cooked. What FFA does teach you is looking for opportunities, how to scale your eco if you go late game. And many players never learn how to look for opportunities to find an advantage, which I think FFA is very good at. And many players don't learn how to optimize economy, which isn't super necessary in team games, but can be. Like, yeah. Knowing how to do this sort of shit, while useful, is not really needed for team games. But it is, if you know how to do it, it's good. Knowing how to macro is good. Jesus Christ, awesome. The problem is that question's hard to answer, Rechinator, because it depends on why you have only 5 minutes. Broadly, I'd say air. Air is a really good switch if you're on a clock and you have to kill something and you're close to death. But that can also just kill you, and it's like entirely dependent on what you're dying to. But like mass T2 bomber, like Pyro does this a lot. Just sit on a massive bombers and go ruin someone's day isn't a bad strategy. Dragon can be a very good Hail Mary if someone doesn't expect it. But the problem is it's like impossible to say what a good Hail Mary is without looking at each situation. Because my previous job at a acronym that they like to use a lot, ESID. Every situation is different. And that is very true in Bar. What is good in one game is not good in another. And that's why Bar is so interesting to play, is you have to constantly be changing and adapting your mind. Well, they're fine to make as long as you're not like e-stalling yourself too hard. It's not so much about converting, it's about like future-proofing your E production. But again, it becomes a question of like, how much resources do you have? Are you stalling? What are you stalling on? So in many times, like actually scaling on T1 converters is a lot faster than T2, but T2 is more efficient late game.
Battle ended.
That was a game. That was definitely a game. I mean, they're not free. Like, if you build them without having enough E, you will stall your E production. But as long as you're not stalling your E to build converters for E that you don't have, then it's not a terrible idea to build some blocks of them. Especially if you know you're going to be scaling your E very shortly. Who do you think it was? You didn't kill Bigfoot, who I believe is Domino, but I'm not sure. With your thug push against only a commander. He was actually equal with you somehow. It was wild. it's important to. So I think there's like a layer to bar that a lot of people don't get, which is efficiency is very important. But efficiency does not always equal the most efficient eco play. So if you are an eco player, like my style is extremely eco inefficient, but you want to be like efficient in APM, efficient in pressure. You want to keep yourself at a level that you're not having to overwork and overdo things while... Yeah, there's efficiency in everything is what you need. Only a few A-solos, only a few. Look, the A-solo debate is an endless circle eating itself of whether it's good or not. All I know is I normally don't build A-solos.
You
Normally.
are now playing.
Pulling a loss today. Okay, sorry, which team won? Choice was red team, right? Yeah. I know it was Choice's team. I think he was red. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I love pickles. Why did I read that as I love turtles? Jesus Christ, am I okay? I love pickles. Thank you for the follow. Lord. And Mount CZ. Yeah, I mean it's a good. I think it's a good stopgap over into fusions, right? Like if wind is highly variable and can fluctuate. I don't know. I'm just not. That first game took it out of me, you know. That first game took it out of me, and this lobby looks fun to watch, but I don't know if I want to play this lobby. The only other rule I know is you never want to convert solars and A-solars. Those are like the few eco rules I know is you want one Geo, A Geo is king. Who knows between Fusion and Aphis, and don't convert solars and A-solars. But solars is definitely no. Never convert solars, but I feel like A-solars can't be that far off. I've actually heard A-solars aren't like actually that horribly inefficient, it's just the E cost on them is the big problem. I think the biggest problem always with A-solars is their E cost. Like that's the big issue they have is their E cost, because you're not building A-solars if you have metal excess. You can only build them if you have an E excess. But if you have an E excess, then why are you building A-solars? It's that like catch-22 on A-solars. But there's also the counter argument of like, just build e-storage, which is Pyro is a good person for that. Okay. Ah, fuck. Do I still have this in my chat, please? Okay, so I just let me copy paste. Thank you. That is probably a fine way to do it, but it's just important to remember that you're technically stalling at that point. Your A-solar is not exactly solving your E problem. Because if you have excess M and no E, you should just be making solars, because solars are completely free other than BP. So you should build solars until you have E. And then, like, theoretically you make a solar and eat your solar. But it's such a tedious, like, balance to find that I just don't even think about it. I just do what my situation allows me to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's where, like, the whole issue is. It's like, it all depends on your point of view on what's better for your position. It's good to see Hotshot is back. I believe he was in an accident, actually. Holy shit, he's nearly 40 OS. What damn. I saw Huck was playing yesterday as well. Got some of the bigger names return. Bigger other game names returning. Okay, we go into the game. But yeah, I don't think people are going to co-op, but I don't know. Lobby's like
Battle
might
started.
tilt me to play it at the moment. I want to see what Sash does this game. And yeah, it's like, it also becomes like, if wind is better, then you should just be building E-storage for wind, but you can also get RNG, like, the number of games where I've just had wind collapse for like 2 minutes straight is disgusting. Actually disgusting. Okay, so this gets into another debate about efficiency. Is that theoretically, if I'm not mistaken, a resbot is about worth... A resbot's reclaim on the map is worth less than wins are most of the time, because they nerfed the E reclaim on flats and forests. I'm of the opinion that it's still worthwhile to get the resbot out because the E is there. You might as well use the E and get it. It's just free on the map, and resbots have a multitude of uses. But again, it becomes this efficiency argument. Yeah, oh god, I saw that debate about day-night cycle and I was like, please no, just no more variable ecos. Variable eco is so difficult to balance. Like, variable eco makes balancing so much harder. Yeah. It's like, stop adding more layers of complexity to a game that is already borderline too complex. Like, I was talking to a friend of mine who's been playing this game longer than I have, and he didn't know about flanking damage, how flanking damage worked. I was like, yeah, I know, they don't explain it fucking anywhere. So good luck finding out all the hidden mechanics in the game. Like, I know there's shit I don't know how to do in this game. So effectively you need to hit from sides. So if you go into settings, is it here? Yeah. Flanking direction. Use this. It'll show you. It'll show you where you need to hit on the enemy to get flanking damage. But effectively, that's why with the commander, you always go for the surround. It's not to dodge the D-gun, it's to increase the damage you're dealing to it. But good luck finding anywhere in the game that explains how that works. And even then, it's like, even players because a lot of it is like situational and up for interpretation. So different players have different reads on how things work on some mechanics. So like depending on who you learn eco from, your understanding of that game state will change. And if you learn the game on like only glitters or straights or some such map, your understanding is only as deep as that single map and doesn't carry relevance into other maps. God, sea current. Jesus, could you imagine? You need to build your titles around the islands because there's currents there? Yeah, geos, occasionally your geo will explode as a volcano erupts. So don't build your base around the geos. You've seen Gehenna Rising? Now that's your geo. Every like 10 minutes it just blows up and has lava come out of it. To be fair, they like... No, but that's the funny thing is, like... A year ago, I'm not even like a player that has an insane amount of hours compared to some players. Like, I'm actually a pretty new bar player compared to the old bar players. I've been playing for what, 2 years now at this point? I was 50 OS 6 months into playing bar, and I still didn't know most of these mechanics. It's just the wild shit. Uranium as an added resource. Yeah, no, that's what bar needs. More. No, I think my favorite is like trying to simplify units so that people don't have to do anything and they have auto trajectory, which I personally hate, but like, I get it. I think it's bad, and I'm happy they added in the toggle on it now. Like removing the Hound's Gore shot, but then adding more complexity to eco, the already hardest part of the game for most people. It's funny, that's all I can say. I feel like... Isn't someone missing here? Oh. Etme is just dead, no? Like, he's actually just dead. Like, dead. Like, just completely dead to pawns. He's not pinged once. Huh. Thank God they removed accurate churis. That is probably the best thing that changed. So annoying. Okay, honestly, X Factor didn't quite do as much. I feel like X Factor could probably have killed this entire base. I mean, theoretically, he did take a good position. Does meow. Meow cat is meowing. Final meows. Oh my god, they're all missing. Did it. Eat him, eat him. There we go. Oh, this is so bad. At the same time, this guy's not really got anything, so maybe it's fine. The Sash is dead. Probably can't break this because Joyce still has a beamer alive. An odd decision there. I guess Sash was hoping that Choice wasn't paying attention. And probably nothing happens, but Austin's gonna swivel up, so yeah, this is just dead. Yeah. Okay. And I love meowing his final meows. Meow's name is just the best. Just actually the best name. Oh, actually, Vic, why the fuck were you bullying me playing with my South African friends? What was that? Every fucking game, you people are trying so hard against me playing with the people I know from South Africa. What the fuck was that? That was mean. Like, actual bullying. The random on my team and Coom building a... Oh my god, that game. I fucked up my bombing run so badly. For some reason, I grabbed my bombers, I A-clicked them on your factory, and then my scout flew away, and my bombers all just turned around and started bombing nothing, and missed the bombing timing. It was the worst. Actually the worst game I've ever had.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't know, like, I thought I'd lost line of sight, but somehow I hadn't, and I just, like, my bombers all lost their mind and then flew straight into your flak. Was, some would say, suboptimal. But my favorite was looking at the random on our team building a fucking vehicle lab on the hill in Coombe. Then being like, I'm gonna lose all my tempo if I reclaim it. I was like, dude, you have no tempo. Because you have a vehicle lab. Oh my god, that was funny. Ooh, he is gonna die. Oh, Rowan Morse. What are you doing, buddy? Holy shit, you're lucky. Yeah, no, that's just a group of people that I actually, or some of those people I know IRL. We were just chilling and shit talking on Discord while playing. And I was like, holy fuck, these games are way too difficult. I'm sorry. This is why I don't play with you people normally, because it's way too try hard. Most of them, not very practiced. But it was fun. It was actually pretty fun. I normally don't play with my people I actually know. So, it was a nice change. Feels kinda doomed because of what happened here. Let's see if I'm wrong. And then we got Barcos, and like, Barcos is very good, but none of us understood, and like, I didn't know any map metas, like Mariposa. I don't fucking know how that map works. I think I've played that map like twice in my life, and it was always an 8v8. Oh my god, that one was, like, he just gave Sashkaran the entire sea for free. And I died because Sash just had double my eco, and we weren't winning ground. So I've been friends with most of them, or some of them, since I played Subcom, so that's like 15 years ago that I played Subcom at this point. And might be longer, holy shit. So that, and then they played like FAF, and they went to Bar. They actually told me about Bar. If you find my account, the first game I played was like, I played one game, I think in 2021 or somewhere there. And then I didn't like Bar, and I quit because it wasn't what I wanted. It didn't feel like Forged Alliance, and I didn't like FAF either, so I didn't play FAF. So yeah, my first game of Bar was technically like 2 years before I actually started playing Bar. Because the people I knew from Subcom I'd kept playing other RTS games. But okay, this game is over. Blue team... Wait. This game is over, right? Like, this is GG, right? I was actually just gonna call it, but maybe it's not over. Actually shockingly close. I feel like this is game end. I kind of feel like X Factor should just make a Tumbleweed OP into Sheldon. Actually, honestly, this game is close. So, I don't know who's gonna win. Like, this looks GG-able. But maybe it's not? I mean, there's definitely a large advantage. God, Banshees are just... They're units. The units that are being shot down by tanks. I mean, this is going to get through. Nice. Good choice. Ooh, he's using the platypus counter. But he's not watching. He's watching. Okay. I don't know. Meow is meowing his final meow. His tar did, at least. His tar got mugged by shurikens. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it might be a expedition angle soon. Let's see what the next map is and then decide. Ooh, Team Red coming in painfully short, yeah.
Battle ended.
Blue levers making out. What are you, rat fucking bastard. Ooh, that is a good map. I might watch this one as well. If I get in, I'll play. I don't think I'm gonna get in. Suddenly gone tired. You're up your points, indeed. Your run-in looked really good, honestly. I thought... Wait. Weren't you on blue team, Dolph? Wait, am I crazy? I thought you were on blue team. What? Oh god, I'm losing my mind, yeah. Yeah, but and you bet on red team? Ah, look at that. Oh, my death count is just chilling on my screen, yeah, again. Mind me, I'll put it back soon. Don't think I'm going to get into this game, boys. I do not think I'm getting in. Unlucky. You're near me. Okay, this is the final one. The final match before I go play Expedition. I will take my golden cow and dip out on that. Sorry, I keep forgetting to look at my YouTube. I have your attention. Well, I'm dipping out to obscure. You know, I'm going to play another game. Just not bar. I'll dip in you, Rise. I'll dip right in. Okay, bets up, ding donk, ding donk. You can see your teams, yeah. Looking pretty balanced, pretty fair. Or maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? I actually don't know a number of these players, really. Or at least I don't think I do. There is a free fall going on. Oh. Tempting. 35 minutes? Probably not. Unlikely that I catch it. And the hashtag explain. Explain. Austin and Yamano are together. Interesting, interesting. Recent avoids will be ignored. What does that mean? Recent avoid. So if you avoid someone a long time ago, it'll start respecting it. Yeah, so, okay, so what happened is I was watching Glitters, and there was actually a Team Rotato versus Team Glitters game, and Team Rotato won. Then apparently Shadow gave Conker boss, and Conker changed it to Rosetta. And then they played Rosetta, and we now have a Rotato lobby. Riding, Aiden. Good over there? Good, sir? I think someone left, actually. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, it does kind of seem like the Glitters players have cleaned out. At this point, not a lot left. No, it wasn't a hijack, it was a coup. The Rotato Junta stepped in, seized control. Look, if you lose, you don't have the right to your lobby, right? I might actually get in. I might end up playing a final game. In which case, all over. Yeah, Hotshot's playing again from what I can see. Yeah, hold on, I need to maybe help someone quickly. Find the mime. No, I didn't get in. Fuck. Fine. Bad. Everything is okay. Okay, I've now, every time I've seen what's this new TM clan, I've seen 3 different answers. Four now. I've seen Teammates, Trackmania, Tarmania. I saw an answer that it was a Raptors clan. True Maniacs. Total morons, who knows? Hello, Nan, how you doing, good sir? Back and for you, Mosquito. Back. Nice, nice. Getting things going. Will you be joining us for Solaris next week? Alright. Dink donk, bets in. The gangs. The gangs of Bar. Aw, Smoge. Not sorry, not Stellaris, Sons. Sons of a Total Sinner. Stellaris is on hold because the game's broken, apparently. New Glitters lobby now. Jesus Christ! Holy shit, that day.
Battle started.
Fuck. Holy moly. Did you play the did you play after the patch? Because apparently the patch broke the game. That's what I've heard. I have not played since for a long time. I just believe that whatever the patch was broke something. Something broke. Hello Greco, how you doing, good sir? Welcome, welcome. Should be, check with LDM, you need to be an LDM server. He's organizing the Sons of the Solar Empire and Solaris games. I will be joining. I've joined for the Sons, even though I'm not very good at Sons. And Solaris, I haven't played in like a year, but I'm gonna join as well. Okay, I'm gonna go AFK quickly. Get your bets in, get your bets in. Someone needs to bet on the other team. Team Red. Poor Team Red being left alone here. No. I can't compete with people. Like, I can compete with people who can't play the game. But if they have any knowledge of the game, I suck. Like, I can't beat LDM. I can't really beat LDM unless I get, like, massive advantage. I can't beat Lexan and I can't beat Chalk. Because Moj. You're just too good. Okay, be right back. Have fun, chat. Enjoy watching the chat, the game. Tell you what, let's give us the Dabra point of view. Definite not Smurf. There's some minor issues like infinite resources. But Rise, anybody can beat you. Doesn't make me feel better. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. This is a very fun map. This is probably one of the more fun maps if the teams are balanced. Only not fun if players full collapse very quickly. As long as people can do lane and don't die to raids and somebody techs in every 3 lanes, it's pretty fun. Isn't this... Sorry, this is suicidal. Why do I keep seeing suicidal T2 labs? This is just straight suicidal. Like, what is this choice, buddy? I mean, I think the game just ends now. You can't, that's illegal. Like, again, I question why put the lab here and not here? Oh, not the double radar vehicle. I personally don't know who this guy is. No clue. But Top is dead. Dash is winning, though. MZ needs to just not... Wait, he's building the... Oh my god, he was building it and simultaneously eating it. A gunslinger. This is the most classic. Oh my god. Actually, I wonder. I don't know which team is winning at the moment. Blue is favored, I'd say. But bad things are happening at the moment. Bunkers through, so now this is 3 lanes through. I doubt her mood can hold this much longer. X Factor is dead. Place is going to start dying. Way back home. I'm back. That's funny. It probably won't get anything done. Not quite enough with this many snipers. But if this gets through, that would be annoying. Wiggle! He did not wiggle. Bunker should be eating. Okay, this plan doesn't really work. I mean, OS should just be something for yourself, no? Like, at the moment, OS does not correlate too much in the game, because it's very random. Again, it's a lot of, like, people have, like, different expectations, different requirements for the game. Yeah. But the what's the word that I want to say? The thing is, like, when I started, anyone above 40 OS was insanely good at the game, and above 50 OS was like a elite club. And now that is just no longer true in I joined the elite club and the elite club was no longer elite. I mean, this is going to be annoying. Like, blue is dying. Goodbye, sniper. Let's see how this game ends. Yeah, I think... I mean, well, there's multiple things that have happened in that the average skill level has increased. But the OS has also increased. So 30 OS and 40 OS are like a lot more dangerous in certain situations. It's just that they have very little depth these days. Whilst many of the true best players in the game don't want to climb OS. Austin, I mean, Rotato at least at the moment is pretty good OS, like he's at 54, 55. But like Austin comes to mind, X Factor comes to mind, Sashkoran comes to mind. I think Autopilot in team games is for like sub 50 OS as well. So all of these players that should be at the top aren't, and they don't want to be. And so it's like created a very annoying dynamic with rating. Like trying to figure out what things mean. Yeah, exactly. None of them want to rise. They all learned about the fuck, I don't remember. The story that their masters wouldn't tell them. I mean, that's true, but that's also not like, if you're playing well, isn't that the point? No? I mean, what's funny is Choice had to move up to save this guy, but because he fucking did this, X Factor died. But like, Choice is damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. I mean, I personally don't think, like, there's always going to be brown... Okay, I don't like that, no. There's always going to be low OS players on your team, or lower OS players on your team, because there's just not a large enough population. That's just the reality of 8v8 gaming, no? Like, there's no reason to overthink it or overdo anything like that. It's just how it's going to be until we get 10 times the number of players. Like, you can't solve this problem with the current player base. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, people can abuse it, but again, it doesn't really matter because as soon as they come to a real lobby, they get exposed, no?
Battle ended.
I mean, it's just a matter of, again, you just need numbers. Like, if you have more players, there's more good players. For every 100 or every 1,000 people that join the game, there will at least be one new player who's going to be above, let's say, 30 OS pretty quickly. It's just a numbers thing. Like, as you have more numbers, you have more good players. As you have more good players, you create more good players. It's how it goes. But when the best players don't want to play at their best, or even well, it creates an inconsistency in the ratings, which you can't solve with the ratings of player decision. And like, it doesn't... Players aren't incentivized to have a high-rated account because you can't have alt accounts.
You are
There are
now
no
playing.
Smurfs allowed. So you don't want to sit and play. Yeah, I'm kind of down to play another Flats and Forests and end up. Yeah, so we're all agreeing with each other. We're just going in a circle of agreement. Effectively. Like, the problem is not something that you can solve with one thing. Just, you need more players. And you need your good players to want to be at the top of the ladder. Of which neither statement is true at the moment. So there is no real fix you can create, in my mind. Until first you get more players and then people want to be at. Look, the thing is, because of how fucking grief players are, I understand why Smurfs aren't actually allowed. Like, people will go out of their way to make Smurfs and just find the other player to grief them, and then go from there. And because of how this works, but like, in a proper ladder system, I don't care about Smurf. Because if a good player's on a Smurf, they will just climb. But because, yeah, I get why the game doesn't have Smurf. Let me put it that way. I don't disagree with it. But yeah. I like having alt accounts, but yeah. No. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, you can't really have matchmaking in 8v8 is not going to change the lobbies we get. We're already using matchmaking in the balancing system. You're not going to randomly find 4, especially if you have like map preference. If like you're only searching 8v8 Rotato, you're not going to have the Glitters iOS playing. So I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, it's just a numbers game, you know, just a numbers game. All these numbers. Okay, so I got a full golden cow last time on this map. That means I can relax and chill and let Pyro carry me this game. I me. I feel like playing though. I forgot which team won the previous game. Does anyone remember? I was refunding it. There was no one betting against it. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. The only thing you need to see is like, okay, I'm in the right facing. My commander should be facing down so that my build queue is correct. That's the only thing I need to actually check. What's it rise? Butterfly. Oh, Z-Bug. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what TM is, but that's the new tag. Oh god. Can we stop drama-lawing people? Like, endless circular drama bait in the heart. But to be fair, I don't know. No. Me just one game. Ooh, I got arm. I haven't gotten arm in a hot second. We go up to 100. That. Fuck you, mosquito bastard. Yeah, I'm not making. If I play, I don't make gambas. You need to find a different mod.
Low power.
Where's my power so low? Hello? Hello, power? I mean, wind's not even bad. I just do not have E at the moment. This pyro guy, not even giving me a res bot. Classic air player. Against Greg. It's like Gregawi. Oh, actually.
You've received new units.
Okay, nice. Choicey. Ooh, what I found, buddies! That is a very all-in environment. Not all in, sorry,
Low
this isn't all
power.
in, but this is very, very aggro. Greg, you're not that good. Fuck off, buddy. You're just annoying, man. You're relying on your teammate to save you from being completely goobage. Gurgled. Instead, you're just running your shit in and losing it all. Very OP. Puzzle, Andrew. Come on. This is what you wanted, sir. I can't look at the moment. I see, bro. Crap. You're so lucky. You're so lucky.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Unlucky, buddy. Lucky for me, buddy. Just calm.
An allied commander has died. T2 unit detected.
And that's you're near me. You're near me. You're near me. Does my team hate me? Why do they always hate me? Don't know.
Enemy commander destroyed.
Or please don't lose all your units. I need it at the moment.
An allied commander has died. Enemy commander destroyed. Low power.
I'm fine.
I need more units, yeah. I don't have anything. I don't have enough E or anything for this. Fuck you, buddy! Suck my balls! Suck all my balls, sir! Suck every last one of them!
Enemy commander destroyed.
Sorry, did my team pay me for my fucking services here? Fucking rat.
Battle paused.
Oh, really fucked. I handed out T2 to everyone. I literally stopped Red's push with my fucking endless array of beamers because I didn't trust anything. I was rendering purely legal and above the board services. Okay, and by everyone I mean the two people next to me. But this Austin guy doesn't have to even hand out T2. Imagine. Imagine!
Battle started.
Oh no. Oh god, I fucking choked. We might need something to give line of sight. Either spam or something. I fucking just let him walk me. Ah!
Nope, 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 nope.
Lamau. That's funny. Look, I'm not saying you can't style on Chisato, I'm just saying it's a brave play. Risky, even, some would say. Okay, Pyro, this is for you, you can repair it.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Sada's fucking macro is always so disgustingly good. I wish I was as good as Chisato is at macro. Okay, buddy, I don't like what you're doing anymore. You... Oh. Can I not wiggle into his commander every time?
Enemy commander destroyed. An allied commander has died.
What? Oh, T2 defensive here.
Radar lost. Enemy commander destroyed. Aircraft spotted.
I got blocked by a fucking wreck. Lamau. That is some RNG going on there. EG. Okay.
Enemy commander
Not bad
destroyed.
again. You did fine.
Enemy
Yeah,
commander
Bulls not
destroyed.
bad. Can't go wrong with Bulls. Jag's pretty good if you can break the line. I was so close to double calling! So close to double call! Would have been a good one for today, but hard to beat Austin in choice. Choice did really well actually, goddamn. A lot of damage. Lich OP. Yeah, no losing. Look, we're not playing glitters. I actually know how to play maps if I'm not on maps like glitters. And this is the... I think this is my best map. I think this is the map that I'm pretty good on. I generally don't fuck up. Unless things go catastrophically wrong in the lanes next to me. It's been a fun Rotato so far. Nothing too crazy. I mean, technically, air is one of the best counters into a fast T2, but yeah. But I mean, that's why it's fun, is because it's flat and you can make plays all over the place. But it is difficult to deal with, like you actually have to deal with a lot. But I think that's why it is my favorite map to play. Yeah, I am going to switch over to Expedition 33 soon. Also, am I back to nearly being 60? Oh god. Not good. I think it's a lot more interesting when you aren't just staring at each other and you're like, you have to move forward. Like the map deals with pressure. It's more about, often it's less about units and more about the pressure that units create, which you don't get on all the maps, especially like choke point maps. You don't have to worry about someone just running past you and dealing with stuff. If you move too far one side, the other person can just go down the other side. Like, I find that very interesting. Or more interesting than most choke points. Exactly. No one would doubt. Only believers. Okay, lobby has also somehow died now that I'm finishing up. But what can you do? We did our job. We cooked, and we move on. Fucking people making fun of me and not playing on expert. Classic. Okay, I'm gonna be switching over to Claire now. So, GG's for bar. Winning both of the games I played today, nice. I'm very happy with that first game. That first game was a nice outcome. This game was better, but I let 3 bulls get degunned because I'm bad at the fucking game. Like, I knew where his comm was. I knew what could happen. And it happened. Apparently. Like, that can be a game-losing game in difference. A game-losing result in indifference. Yeah, so is this Pyro's fault, or is this Choice's fault? Or is this my fault? Whose fault is the lobby dying? My mouse is currently locked onto position. Okay, this should pick it up. Expedition. Okay, no.